third annual anniversary extravaganza. Thank you, sir. We are rocking out here, of course, beginning with the one and only For Null. And we are with your great hosts, the one and only, the Great Order, and No White Guilt. We go any further, I want to quickly say that working with Mr. George on the after party has been one of the joys of my life. We all know that he is a brilliant and talented and dedicated man, but he is also a dear friend and brother in service to White Wellbeing. He has worked very hard to make this a spectacular party for us. So let's take a minute, ladies and gentlemen, to laud him to the heavens and above, the one and only Mr. George, and I will contribute to the lauding as well. Let's hear it with the most raucous emojis that you can break out of the emoji boxes. Co-host Mr. George, looking debonair as always, to begin this glorious party with our dear friend John. Take it away, Jared.
Well, thank you, Jason, and I certainly feel the same. I appreciate what you said, and right back at you, looking sharp yourself as well. And I'm sure we'll have some time over the course of the evening to wax philosophical or do some reminiscing. But I do want to get right to our friend John Bruce Leonard and keep on schedule. So the afterparty.tv has everything cataloged. You can search her name and listen to the fascinating episodes that we've had, speaking about all number of things. I guess just briefly, for anyone that's new, why don't you tell people just for a moment about what you do, the contributions you've made in your video work, and what most interests you.
Oh, well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. Happy anniversary. I've been watching the show from the beginning. It's awesome. So great to see so many people of kingly stature and queenly stature coming down the line here. And, you know, I really also wanted to thank you and congratulate you guys for, in only 3 years, it's remarkable that you...
And a time to pour on some accolades. I mentioned Sarah, who was just on this little anecdote, how my dad remarked that she looked a little like his sister, one of my aunts, when she was young. I like saying aunt, but the part of the country I grew up in, most people say aunt. But now that kind of sounds grating. You're both in the South, and you probably say aunt, right? Aunt. I think that sounds a little classier.
I'm sorry to have to disappoint you, particularly as I agree with you in this case. You know, for someone to say aunt, you know, yeah, I just went to see my aunt. But
it's
yes,
more nasal.
Yeah, but sadly, yeah, it would be my Aunt June.
Yeah, so I'm in the habit of saying aunt, and I don't want to sound affected and kind of stick out in the region I live in, but I kind of want to say aunt. We did a whole special on that. If anyone's interested in that topic about schooling in particular, even going down, it's a little upsetting, but it's stuff that we need to know about, even going down to preschool, toddler level. Parge had done some studies on this and made his own video in the summer. And then I believe it was early July last year, 2020, that we did a tap. He's been on tap a few times, but that tap in particular, we focused on what Parge was finding about the schooling. So a very sobering episode. But you know, the silver lining in it is that the mask has fallen. And even people that weren't thinking about this, it's now in their face. When you're a parent, you get that kind of a letter. Any healthy person is going to look at that. Even somewhat semi-healthy person is going to look at that and say, something is not right here. Something needs to change about this. Jason, don't need any balloons. We had a whole thing before about
oh, no.
Parge, I don't know if you know, but Jason has this strange habit of trying to eat balloons sometimes.
No.
Well, if it's for the super chats and that money's going to a good cause, I say gobble them up.
It has to be quite a price, Parge, quite a price. Something that could fund us for the rest of our lives.
I don't know who the local decoration shop is around where Jason lives, but I think he keeps them in business. He's putting their kids through college because every time he's got something to put on that wall.
Very festive. Very festive.
I could just say one more thing, and then I'll give you my info. Part of, or one of the main themes in Lord of the Rings is this idea of kingship that you just mentioned, Jared, and that the archetype of the king in a man who is a king, is a man who has mastered his inner realm. And by virtue of that, he creates realms where life can grow. And what the two of you have done in these past 3 years is created a realm where something, I call it the Promethean spirit, has grown. And when there are kingly men establishing safe realms, then the queenly women will appear and join with the kings. And I know there's been women already on the stream today and more coming. And I see more and more queenly women coming forward. And I think it's because men like you and the other men you've had on today are carrying that archetype of kingship, and so it makes it safe for those of us women who feel like we can now step out and speak the truth.
People go free. I guess you're too blind to see.